I am Captain Jonah Veritek.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back to 5 Digit European Cup 2026 with the second losers bracket match here that we have here today between Poland and United Kingdom. This one is going to be going on to face the winner of last match that was an absolute insane match, absolute cinema of a match between Germany and Sweden, which eventually came down to Sweden winning on tiebreakers. So winner of this goes against Sweden and continues on their fight in the losers bracket. I'm Bezon Oral and I'm here today joined by Leferi. Hello.
Hello there, Bez. Hello, everyone. Hello, 5 European Cup. And, you said it best. That match earlier, a couple hours ago, Sweden versus Germany was such a good match. 7-6 in favor of the Swedes. And, well, if you weren't there for that tiebreaker, you were missing out. But now we have another exhilarating match for you guys. Second one of today, and the second to last one for Saturday. Yeah, we have France-Russia later, but for now we'll be having Poland against the United Kingdom. Number 6 against a number 2. We're getting into the bans real quick here. And well, what do you think about bans here, Bez?
Oof, this is a tricky match because these two teams have as much as they have their own strengths and everything, they have a lot of similarities. So it's gonna be interesting to see what gets picked and banned between these two teams. I'm expecting though a lot of focus on the free mods, as I'm not expected to see the teams going into the free mod territory, as it could be quite tricky, especially considering the difficulty of certain free mods. That free mod 2 is pretty scary. Free mod 1 as well, but it's interesting to see. We'll see the first ban coming from the side of the United Kingdom. They will be banning the No Mod 5, so we will see no tapping this time around, or as has been memed throughout the whole of weekend, liquid tech. This is a term that's hopefully used in the future as well. Really funny in my opinion, but yeah. They do not want to have that, and there goes that free Matsu I mentioned earlier, alongside Hidden 2, which is a bit more interesting, banning a bit of the more gimmicky maps.
Okay, if this is Noma 2 banned from the United Kingdom, my prediction's like, okay, I'm completely right about the ban prediction. I have my notes here. Hidden 2, Free Mod 2 for Poland, and Nomad 2, Nomad 5. I actually had Nomad 2 in a higher priority for United Kingdom, but I guess they opted for Nomad 5 first ban. And well, I mean, with those bans, to be expected for both teams, United Kingdom getting rid of the tapping in the Nomad pool, Poland kind of getting rid of the more low AR maps that Hidden 2 kind of, it's AR8, like flow jumps with some bursts as well, a bit of rhythm mixed in. Free Mod 2 kind of tech anti-mod. So it's, Free Mod's kind of shaky for Poland. So it's really easy for them to see. It's really easy to see them banning another female here, but I like the Hidden 2 ban, especially against United Kingdom, who kind of just has a monopoly on this hidden pool, except for maybe Russia that's in the winner's bracket. Well, we're in the loser's bracket here, and the United Kingdom does get to pick first. What do you think it's gonna be?
Well, there's definitely not going to be tapping, considering they banned absolutely every single tapping map they could with their 2 bans. They did ban the 2 Nomad ones, tapping related picks, so we could see something else. But we're going straight into Awkward Aim. We're going into that hidden one, custom hidden one made by Shiny Breaks, and absolute banger of a hidden one, Pink Shift. Last match, I know we had a little bit of issues going into the map, considering that has been a recent update, but I think we should be fine this match, or this time around, so yep, it's fine. So this map is a really tricky one. We saw it last match against in the match of Sweden versus Germany. It's super tricky mechanically wise and consistency. You have to be at your absolute best to make sure to have a good run on it and get a decent performance on it, especially with the cross screen corner jumps that come in later into the map. It's an absolute test of comfortness on hidden and the awkward aim hidden, to be exact. So this is gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Obviously, it could go both ways, but this does favor United Kingdoms just slightly.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they open up with the hidden one. It is aim, it's like mixed aim with some sliders. It's not super awkward in a sense of like it's wide angles, but it's awkward in like its own little special way. I don't know how to describe this. It's like, I don't want to say light tech, but there's like some element of that with how big the sliders are. The aim is kind of mixed as well. So this map is kind of all over the place. It's very complex as a hidden one. A lot less straightforward than the previous ones. I think especially the previous one in semifinals, it was a 240 BPM, like I think a Deca, awkward aim, fast jumps. So this one's quite a contrast compared to last weekend. And while United Kingdom did play that, it's completely different map. And now we do see the rosters here for both teams ready to play. We see the core of Poland, Ball3D, Obred, and actually it's not their complete core, but Arthur and Opjami playing for their 4 here to start us off. Wiggler, Humster, Emro, and Umarat on the bottom 2 for United Kingdom. And now we're getting into this hidden one. It's time to decide who of the top 5 that are left in this entire tournament will be going out today. Germany was already sent out by Sweden a couple hours ago, and now we'll have to choose between Poland and the United Kingdom. Let's get this hidden one started.
Indeed, another 2 gigantic rosters that will have to be eliminated today. We saw Germany, as you mentioned, getting already eliminated, reigning champions, and now we have to see either the top 4 from last year, United Kingdom, or one of the teams that made the bracket stage last year as well in Poland. This year looking rejuvenated and with a lot more energy and focus to getting into that grand finals than last year. So we will see how their performance goes so far. So far in this map, we have the Freeway FC going for United Kingdom, as we see a break from Ball3D, and actually pretty substantial break for them, as might have not been on an FC, they still held really good combo for them, and now it's gonna go even more in the favor of the United Kingdom as Ball3D breaks again. Arthur Bestia dropping the FC alongside Sparkling Fairy trading. A lot of breaks here in the early beginnings of the map.
Full control now for the United Kingdom for their first pick. Exactly why they're so good at these hidden maps. And this hidden one is no different. 100,000 in favor now, and we're only a third of the way through of this map. Opjami and Albrecht are there with cool combos, but they're matched by Umarat, Wiggler on the other side. Emro as well, only slightly behind his teammates. Is missing early on in the map. I'm actually surprised Arthur is playing this one over someone like Frodzinski. I haven't seen him play much hiddens. He actually does break again, so that makes it even harder for Poland to come back from this one. Ball3D actually is surprisingly their lowest score right now as he continues to miss. It adds to the pain that the Poland roster is feeling right now. Opjami does go down as well, so that's one FC down for Poland, but now it's Altry going down for United Kingdom. Obred as well is down. This map is just so hard. It shows how all of these hidden players so good, but then again, dropping these low scores can see why it's finals weekend. The pool is so difficult that these players are dropping so much misses. Even this early. Oh, look at the misses from Poland right now. There's a lot. That is a lot of misses.
It is a lot of misses. It's these awkward parts that catches even the best of Hidden players off guard, and we've seen this case in the previous match as well, where we've reached halfway point of the map and we saw constant breaks across the board for the rest of the map as we see yet another four-way break on both sides, both Rio, Yami, Wiggler, and Umurov, all finding breaks on that pattern. Arthur. Bancho breaking on that bus slider, not an actual break, but yeah, as you can, the difference is already so much, and there's not a lot left in the map combo wise for Poland to make a comeback, and they do not have the supporting combo to make that comeback anyways. So this first point goes to the team that picked it. United Kingdom have a pretty substantial 300k advantage in this hidden one as we get in the more high BPM section of the map.
Part comes in. Looks like no Arthur missed there. He had like 300 combo, but well, hardest part of the map, and everyone is missing. And we do see B ranks like earlier in Germany versus Sweden. And well, would you call this one of the hardest maps in the pool, Bez?
There's a couple of maps that are above in difficulty compared to others. Again, it's a lot of them are mainly based either on the gimmick of it or the awkwardness. This one is definitely because of the awkwardness of certain patterns and the spacing between them. But then there comes the case where the Hidden 2 is it's pretty difficult because of its gimmicky reading style with all of its patterns and everything else, which does get banned by Poland in this match, so we will not see it here. We did see it last time around, so it's interesting. It's really interesting to see these high caliber players playing these pools and seeing how they perform. But obviously, this being a finals pool, it's not going to be easy, and it definitely shows as we're not seeing as many FCs as we saw in semifinals, for example. So it's going to be a lot more interesting competition wise because only the best players will prevail, and it gets me more excited for the matches that follow. But we have to focus on this one. Poland has to respond after losing this first pick to United Kingdom, and I could see like a Nomad 4 being picked here just to start a bit more on the chill side, or they could just go on into a DT tapping like the DT2 or the DT3, for example.
Not 100% sure for the tapping for Poland. Well, they're against United Kingdom, so I would want them to pick it at some point, but not this early. Hard Rock 3 does come out of their captain. This, what do you call this? Like aim control.
This
tech
is
Hard Rock 3.
It's pretty much, you summed it up pretty well. It's pretty much the aim control, really difficult aim control pick. I think I forgot who said. I think Hubba said last time that it resembles a KT Jester map quite well, and I think I have to agree here. It reminds me a lot of the lower difficulty of I forgot the name of it right now. It was an OWBC original. I forgot right now. Burning Star. That one.
Yeah.
It has that similarity to it, but the sliders are a lot more unforgiving than that one, as that one is a lot more focused on finger control and tapping. This one has some really, really hard sliders to hit, as you will see as we will get on with this map.
Yeah, cuts on this one as well. It gets so deadly. Chain misses matter a lot here. It's 2.5 minutes, and did we see this played earlier? I'm not sure if we did, but this, I feel I would put for me personally, I played the whole pool. I would put this as like first or second the hardest map in the pool. But maybe that's just me. I'm being skill issued on tech.
No, this is definitely no. I saw this last match.
Oh, it was.
This was difficult. I think the highest score in the lobby was 489k. And that says a lot, and that was already a really insane score on its own. We'll see how Poland and United Kingdom perform on it as we'll get underway with it, but this is by far one of the more difficult mechanical picks in the pool, and I feel like Poland will try to focus on the mechanic picks as much as they can to bridge the gap across to the United Kingdom and put them in a space of discomfort, as the United Kingdom will try to do the same to Poland. But yeah, getting underway with the HR3, it's an instant start into the map. You get these small little aim control patterns that will only continue on and advance in difficulty as the map goes on, and we already start to see ag drop and breaks on the side of Poland. So it's not looking good. The breaks continue on the side of Poland, but the United Kingdom does trade 2 FCs for their 2 FCs, but now the combo advantage is on the side of Poland, and they will be growing it slowly. This is a long map, and this is gonna be an intense one as well.
Yeah, I would definitely put this in the more risky side of things in this map pool for this matchup. We do see a couple of misses already. We're 1/4 of the way through, and this map only gets harder. United Kingdom keeping their tree, putting Shamui in favor of Emro. And Volumina comes in for Poland. That is a scary person to watch out for on these hard rock maps for Poland. Obred, only FC left for Poland. Matching Umarat when United Kingdom, project the accuracy, it's actually them in full advantage. They have 96% on pretty much every single one of their players. Opdami breaks again. That adds insult to injury as Volumina now breaks. This will extend the lead for United Kingdom by quite a decent margin. Obert as well goes down right after. It's a trade for 2, but it's not what Poland wants.
These sliders in the KI section are so hard to hit, and you can see the fact that there's not a lot of big combos left on the board. We only have Sparkly Fairy, Omorov, and Overhead. Volumina also has a really nice recovery, but as you can tell, the difficulty of this map is quite high, as these players kind of struggle in the KI sections quite heavily. The aim control is so intense, but we see players prevail. Opiami is holding a nice recovery, but the accuracies are a bit low on the side of Poland, where United Kingdom kind of just has a big accuracy advantage, which will make Poland's comeback on this map pretty much almost impossible, unless we'll see an absolute blunder like we see on the side of the UK with a couple of breaks. Shamui finding yet another break. There's still a couple there's still a couple big combos on the side of the UK. We'll have to see less breaks from the side of Poland, and there goes all of the players from Poland. So the comeback is denied, as Wheeler will manage to hold their combo into the ending of the map.
Yeah, Opjami and Volumina had big combos there into the ending, but unfortunately just broke a bit too soon, and that lead goes straight back to United Kingdom. 170,000 to top it all off, and they get their second on the board. Breakpoint as well, and Poland, well, I mean, I had the hard rock tree as a risky one. If we saw a slightly better performance from Volumina, I feel like they could have taken that, because I mean, Volumina is so good at these hard rocks that I feel like that B rank is definitely an underperformance. United Kingdom, though, no slouch on these aim control maps, and because of that, I feel like I'm feeling like a free mod 3 or a free mod 4 from United Kingdom here. What do you think?
They have the free mod angle open. There's of course, apart from excluding the only ban on the free mod pool, which is the free mod 2, they have the free mod pool wide open, and a free mod 3 could fit here quite nicely. Although they could go into something more interesting, like the swing that is the free mod 4. I feel like that could maybe offset a bit, Poland a bit. But it's interesting. They have a lot of options, UK here. They go into this pick with no pressure. They've already won 2 picks in a row. They won their own, and they won the breakpoint as well. So they have a lot, but it is the free mod free that you mentioned. So we will get to see the free mod free.
Very nice map for the United Kingdom here. It's okay, it's tech, like it's not like No Mod 4. It's kind of unique. I kind of like what they did with this pool compared to last time. There were lots of complaints about maps being too similar, so they went all out on making all the maps unique. This one separates itself from like a No Mod 4 hard rock tree by being a bit more, it's a bit more flowy, it's slightly lower BPM, and it's also very dense, AR 9.2, so watch out for your hiddens on that. Hard rock, it's I don't want to say it's the hardest tech map on hard rock, but it's up there in this pool.
It's definitely up there. The mechanical side of this map on Hard Rock could get a bit tricky. Last time around we saw an easy. I don't think we'll get to repeat the occasion and see an easy on this one. Even though the easy multiplier does look quite juicy, and you'd love to see an easy. If you'd love to have an easy player on your team, considering the easy multiplier for this map is 2.6, 2.9 for easy hidden, which we haven't seen a lot of easy hidden in the tournament, and respectively so, the pools are quite difficult even for the best of easy players.
There. So much multipliers, but I mean, no one's playing them. It's very risky. Could see Wiggler do it, but I think United Kingdom has been kind of straying away from that. I think the last time they had an easy was like Swiss stage. Was it?
I can't recall exactly. It has been a long time though. It has been that long that we definitely forgot. So it has been quite a while since we saw an easy multiplayer from the side of the UK. So I don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe on this map, maybe this one is like one of the more, apart from the Fremonsu, which is bad, this one would be up there with for the next one to have an easy mod, probably get picked for it, but we'll see as we get underway with this Fremont free. This one could be a 50-50 coin toss, but United Kingdom does have a lot of consistency throughout this match so far. I think they're willing to carry that throughout the rest, as we see a bit of an overmod there on the side of the UK with a hidden Hard Rock as well as two hiddens, while on the side of Poland they have two Hard Rocks and one hidden with alongside the usual nomad that you see at this later stages of the tournament.
There it's though, as usual, hidden Hard Rock for the overmods, getting that extra multiplier. And I feel like he's more comfortable on those kind of things. Umarat on the hidden, Shamui as their nomad. And on side of Poland, well, it's obviously Volumina on the Hard Rock. And RNQ is actually on the Hard Rock as well. They're not running Opjami on the hidden this time, which I kind of understand. Opjami played like lots of hiddens last weekend against Russia, and it didn't work out so well. So I like to see that he's on the nomad this time around. It is the free mod though, so we'll see if he plays that hidden tree later on. Now we get the first break of the map. To get some free combo here, especially for the ones that have broken earlier. Opjami a little bit behind Umarat as well, and now it's 3 for 3. Umarat goes down, but it's not the combos United Kingdom that you want to see break. It's a double break from Poland, Volumina the Hard Rock, and actually it's double Hard Rock break. IronQ as well. Now it's ball 3D Opjami to go up against Tree.
This is looking grim for Poland right now. You see those 3 big combos on the side of the United Kingdom and you tremble. Omaraf is the only player still breaking on the side of the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, Opjami has to continue. Gary Eid finally finds a break on that hidden Hard Rock as well as Shamui. So it's only Wiggler, but Opjami broke as well. So there's just no FCs, no big combos on the side of Poland. It's only Wiggler against everyone else. That is the only big combo left in the lobby, and with the 270k lead and only growing, it's kind of difficult to see Poland making a comeback on this one.
Wiggler still on the FC. One more TI to go, and well, the hidden's unfazed for the Wiggler. No stranger to these kinds of maps, especially on that mod. 360,000 counting now. It's just formality for United Kingdom's 3rd point, and now it will be up to Poland to try and do something about this snowball, or else it's gonna get a little bit too big when it reaches the end.
It's already such a big difference, and it's only growing as Wiggler is not looking to stop as they continue to hold their FC. They have such a nice score right now, and they're putting all their effort into finishing this map with an FC. Fortunately for the rest of the players, there are so many breaks, and there goes Wiggler's FC, but still an 850k plus score on this Fremont free. So impressive, and definitely a decisive factor in them winning this Fremont free.
And now you look at the scoreboard and it paints a picture. We're in finals round. The SR gets really high at 6.8, right? We're just 1 round away from 7 stars. And when the SR gets that high, you want to count on your star players a bit more than usual, or well, more like you have to, because, you know, you can't. It's difficult to find all 8 players who can scale this high comfortably or consistently. In Poland, I feel like they struggle a little bit on that. They're gonna have to find maps where all 4 or at least even 3 players can put up like a 600, 500k, maybe even just 400, depending on how hard the map is. But we saw from the United Kingdom, they have Wiggler, who was one of the best players in the tournament, putting up 850,000 on that free mod tree, comfortable on this stage of tournament finals round, and still ice cold. Let's see what Poland will pick in response, though. I'm expecting something like mechanics, right? We talked about it earlier. I kind of see like Hard Rock 1 for them. DT1 as well is very good, considering how consistent that is. But do you think they go for a speed here? Oh, they do.
Oh, it is the DT3, the custom DT3. We get to see Munchau's Berlin. It's such a nice map. It tests speed and slight bit of stamina quite well. It's a lot more stamina based than what the DT2 is, where DT2 focuses more on finger control and stamina, both being really both being speed picks, but one with a bit of a different overall focus than the other. And this one is just stamina overload. It's gonna be one of the longer DTs as well, so it's gonna be a slow burner, this one. But yeah, I expected them to pick this map a bit earlier. I think that that HR3 was a risk, and it didn't look good for them. It looked all right for the most duration of the map, but the consistency seemed to lack. And I think now they just want to go into what they know for sure that they can overthrow the United Kingdom on, as could be the case for this DT3 and maybe a DT2 right after.
I'm a little scared for speed. Whoa. Am I seeing that right now? That's Magblood for the first time in a couple of weeks playing this DT3. This could be huge, actually. Well, as I was saying, I'm a little scared for this pick. Poland, while they can play speed, the fact that it's such a late stage means, I mean, again, like I was just ranting on about how you want to kind of rely on your carry players a bit more, and that also applies to your specialists. When it's so high, your one skill set player. Well, I'm not saying like these guys are one skill set players, but on certain skill sets, you are going to be better on something like, especially speed. It's so polarizing, and Gary Eats and Nuex, I feel like, are gonna be so scary for Poland here on this DT3. Those two are gonna be a problem on this DT3. I think Nuex FC last round's DT. I don't know what DT it was. I think it was DT2. He actually FC'd, and the rest of the lobby got like B ranks. So if he could do the same thing here against a Poland who I feel like may or may not struggle to scale, we'll see how Magblood does here. Hasn't played in the past 2 matches. See if Poland can make this roster work.
Already starting not exactly with the right footing on this match, missing the last note of a burst, and now looking overall too comfortable. They definitely have a bit of inconsistency, but overall I could say the same for absolutely every single other player in the lobby, except for Sparkly Fairy and UX, who are absolutely destroying this map. There goes Sparkly Fairy, of course, but UX looks so comfortable right now, holding a really comfortable 98 accuracy FC like it's nothing. Matching Sige's score at the end of the map, but Sige did manage to get a D rank 62 accuracy. We will. That score is. You have to watch the VOD. That score is generational. But focusing on this one, yeah. I don't think anyone will be able to match what UX is doing. There's a lot of combo on the side of Poland, but I don't think there's enough map left for them to make a comeback. And with even more breaks on the side of Poland, UX's FC should be just enough.
I mean, he's doing the same thing here. He finally breaks, but I mean, it's 750,000 for him, and he's half his team score right now. In Poland, well, the time is out. Time is out. The clock is over. Even with Obred's and Volumina's great recoveries here, I feel like, once again, it was just too much of a risk, and they took that and lost it because of Nuex's amazing performance. Actually, great combo games as well for the United Kingdom. They had 400,000 across the other 3 players. which was enough to match most of Poland's roster. And strength from Volumina is actually, shout out to that. But Nuex just untouched on these speed maps. Now you gotta wonder, will Poland try that again? Are they gonna go for the DT2, or is that enough tapping for this match?
Oof, it's gonna be. I don't know. I feel like they can still go for the DT2 angle because it's not been a huge difference in score compared to the previous maps. This one has been quite close. It was just that Nuex had a really good overall performance that carried the United Kingdom team slightly above, because the overall United Kingdom score, I feel like versus the Poland one, did not look that bad. So
Oh.
we'll see if you know we'll see if we can see something different from the United Kingdom to respond to this tapping picks that we'll get to see from Poland, because I don't think I see Poland picking two maps next time. It's either that HR1 that you mentioned, or it's gonna be the DT2. But this is gonna be debut here for the finals pool. We get to see the Nomad free for the first time. I've been looking forward for this map. This map is really, really fun.
Ooh, yeah, it's so complex as well. It's kind of mixed alt, but the hard parts are the flow bits. You know, the ones where it kind of wiggles and then cuts to a second like pattern. Those ones are so difficult, and you can change them so easily. There's also squares that can be a little bit hard to read. I forgot what AR this was, but it's 9.4. It's right there. Yeah, AR 9.4. Even if it is all, when it's at low of an AR at this SR, it can get dense. But I'm sure for the players here, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm scared for something like a chain miss, like in the middle or in the ending, that can like lose someone 10,000 score and flip the lead somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting to see FCs on this map. This map is really difficult, and obviously, just this the finals pool. This is not the time you expect to see FCs. Obviously, great performances have come in the past that will come in the future, but right now, what United Kingdom wants from this pick is another just confident, strong performance from their side to move this match to 5-0, closer to them winning. Poland, of course, wants the opposite, wants to absolutely crumble this confidence that United Kingdom has been building in the first 4 picks, starting with this Nomad free. But they have to perform, they have to gain a bit of consistency, which they have been slightly lacking on some picks, some more than others, but they are there, they are chasing down on United Kingdom, and they might catch them on this Nomad free, but we'll have to see.
Here comes the core of Poland though. RNQ, Ball, 3D, and Obred. Is that O? No, that's a 0. Obred's easier. Wait, actually, is that a name collab? Opjami and Obred? I just realized. That's cool.
I don't know. I would not know. I don't know that. I do not have that type of intel. I know Yopiami has been having that name for quite a long while. I don't know about Obred. Obred, for me, they're a bit of a newer face than Opiami, at least to me. Like, I've known Opiami for a longer time than I've known Obred, which is interesting. But yeah, so far beginning of this map, looking a bit even across the board. I do say that Poland only has 1 FC remaining, with 1 recovery from Obred after a chain miss on an earlier pattern, while the UK has 2 FCs going into this first KI section. The combos are pretty even across the board, as we do see a break from Opiami, but overall, it's looking quite even this map. This could go both ways. It's going to come down to consistency over all of these teams, and right now it's pretty close.
Watch out for these wiggles as the first KI finishes up. Opiami breaks on that square. The ever so dreaded square patterns in these kinds of alt maps. There goes the last FC left for Poland. RNQ on the tail end of that KI, and Obred as well to add insult to injury. Ball 3D, another one for Poland in the United Kingdom with Wiggler at the helm. in complete control of this Nomad tree. We're only halfway through, and the United Kingdom can extend this lead by about 200,000. Wiggler holds on for a couple more seconds. It gets scary now for Poland. If they lose this map, they are down 5-0, and the amount of picks you have remaining, well, it gets scary. But now here comes another Ki. Wiggler still on the hold. 800 combo, approaching 1,000, ever so comfortable on the Nomad tree. Emerald breaks, but it's not the one you want to see for Poland. They have recoveries now on Ball 3D and Over, but that goes down as well. Opyami for the second. Now it's just Over the 300 alone against 3 massive combos for the United Kingdom. Humster and Umarat on the recovery, and it's only Emerald who's faltered so far, and Wiggler is still FCing.
Wiggler is the Wiggler woke up and chose violence right now. They are absolutely destroying and tearing through these maps. We saw it so far with really good performances, and they just continue on to do so on everything you throw at them. You put them on a map and they perform for you, and this is Wiggler for you. And on such SR pool, it's so important to have a player that stands out from the rest, because it gives you so much advantage for everything. And in the case for Wiggler, as he continues, finally finding a break on the FC after FCing 3/4 of the map. It's just an insane performance. You need these carry players. You need these players to make a difference, because if your team overall performs quite well and then you have another player just absolutely carrying it, it's so crucial. And in the case where Poland is lacking slight consistency on this map, having that player that stands out so much more, it's so crucial.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just a stand-up player. Wiggler on 650,000, a solid 300k from basically everyone else. But the rest of the United Kingdom is actually putting up crazy scores. Humster and Umarat on about 500,000 now. They're reaching a second. Humster actually almost matching Wiggler's combo from earlier, and Emerald just hitting that average of 360,000. Poland is now hard poised to do something about this snowball. It's about to reach the bottom of the mountain, and United Kingdom, with that Nomad tree win, are 2 points away from facing Sweden.
It's scary to see. It's scary to see because Germany-Sweden was so close, and this one is an absolute bloodbath so far. Obviously, there's still hope for Poland, but their consistency so far has been quite shaky, and it's uncharacteristic of them. I usually see Poland performing quite well. Last year around, I know they got a bit SR capped quite early on, and that's why they got eliminated. If I recall correctly, I think it was the UK as well who eliminated last year, or it might have been I think it was the UK last year as well who eliminated them. I'm like 90% sure. I don't quite remember exactly. I'd have to verify that fact for you, but yeah, this is a scary UK this year, an improved UK from last year. And if last year they managed to eliminate Poland, this year is only gonna be even easier for them. But Poland also this year coming with a lot of force and a lot of talent and a lot of hunger, obviously, for making that grand finals weekend. So there is the DT2 pick from them. There's the other tapping pick. You kind of have to go for these now. You have to continue on trying. You saw them slightly struggle on DT3, and you saw that you were matching most of the player except for one. So if you can do the same but better on this DT2, this is gonna be your shot at the comeback.
Wow. DT2, I think it's about a minute and a half. You have, it's dash 45, so you can kind of guess what's already in the map, but it's 207 longer streams. It's not the higher BPM that we saw in the D3 earlier. It's kind of in the middle of the rest of the speed map, where Nomad 5 is 230, like 12 note stamina, while DT3 is the higher BPM burst one. This one is right in the middle with its super long streams, while being on the slightly lower end of the BPM spectrum. But stamina on this is insane. I think right smack in the middle, there's a stream that's over 100 notes long, and whoever can hold through that, I feel like wins this map.
Indeed, indeed. But you have to hold some sort of combo going into that stream as well, because if you just hit that stream, it's not gonna be enough. Even though it's the biggest, most important part of the map, you still have to hold throughout the whole pretty much finger control test of the map until that little section there. But it's gonna be interesting to see how players react. We see Magblood coming back in for the DTs. Hopefully this DT suits him a bit better than the DT3 did. Even saying that on the DT3 he performed quite well. So hopefully we get to see an even better performance here. Nuex is back here again. The DT Slayer on the side of UK is here to maybe claim another victim and maybe claim another map for Team United Kingdom as we get underway with DT2.
Here comes do or die for Poland now. You don't want to give up this DT2 United Kingdom. They're running their new XR Eats duo on this one again. Humster as well. I think he's played every single map. Shinui comes back for, I think he's third or fourth. And Magblood, again, it's not played past couple matches. Played DT3 earlier, did alright. And make a difference here. Volumina, well, Opjami, the Ball Treaty. I think this is the same roster they had earlier from the DT3. Completely different map though. Not quite completely different skill set, but now let's see how much these fingers of the fingers of these players can last across these streams. First up is this one. Doesn't go on for too long, but right after is a finger control section. We're approaching the halfway mark of the map now. Opijami and Tree, actually Magblood and Volumina all break. Shamui is the only one from United Kingdom. Here comes the finger control section. Right after is the long stream. It's Ball 3D. Comster breaks. Sarah Eats. Now it's Noax against Ball 3D. Here comes the stream. 100 notes. Hold your breath for Poland because it is their last chance. Ball 3D goes down and now it's Noax alone in the map. And like I said, the one who holds through that stream takes this map. Noax, the only combo alive for United Kingdom. And this might just be the 6 point on the board, match point. But the map is not over. There is still a little bit more stamina. Nuex 92%. There is on 84. It's risky. Volumina and Opijami are there still. Recovery from Poland is there. 200 on all four of their players. Shamui goes down. Humster is a little bit behind, especially on the accuracy. But Nuex is there. He's the speedster of the United Kingdom. He's keeping Poland away from ever getting close to this top four. And that 100k score, I feel like, is way too big as United Kingdom's front end speed player has once again given them another speed pick when they really should not have. Oh my god, Nuex, what is that? That is a masterclass.
Another 800k on a DT speed map from Nuex, and they leave the lobby. Crowned king of DT for the United Kingdom. They did what they were here for, and now they can leave happy. Maybe we'll get to see them on their next pick, but I don't think that will be the case. I think United Kingdom will just go for an absolute barrage of a last map to completely destroy all hopes for Poland to come back. But it is so far, it's been absolute insane performances so far. It was really close. If we take Nuex out of the equation, it was really close, and especially getting into that 100 note stream. Oh my god, it was looking so close. Of course, Ball 3D broke earlier, and then eventually getting into the finger control section, Nuex just managed to continue having their stamina absolutely on top, and yeah, they held off just enough for them to gain that really important advantage.
United Kingdom unstoppable right now, and well, feel like it's uphill battle, and that hill is like 90 degrees up for Poland. It's 6-0, and next map is free mod for well, what do you do here, Bez? What is Poland's hope on this free mod for?
Hope is for those who want to still conquer everything, and Poland still have that hunger in them. The unfortunate thing is that this match has been a slight reality check of United Kingdom's consistency on this SR. And on this SR, United Kingdom has seen new colors where they've achieved performances never before seen. from them, and they've had such a incredible run so far, and I think they are willing to go and continue this performance into the Fremont 4. But Poland will not be there to just look at them grab themselves this sweep. They'll at least try to get 1 point, and then another, and then another, and then another. That's their mindset right now. They want to win this. They have to win this, or it's over. And they will stand tall and proud until that moment is done. This is 2 minutes of swing with Fremont, and it's gonna be really, really testing the swing comfortness on the map. I've heard a lot of comments that this map on Hidden is pretty much impossible, as it has a couple sliders that are really hard to get a timing on with Hidden. So we'll see
Really?
how these players manage to handle those sliders. I don't think we'll see that many Hiddens. I think we'll see a lot of hard rocks. I think that's my impression of it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe an easy, a random easy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe.
I'm looking at the bottom right corner. Emerald's right there. We could see it. I mean, he's probably gonna take Hidden, but I mean, that multiplier is juicy, right? 2.4, 2.7, and okay, we're not seeing it, unfortunately. It's Hidden on Emerald. Maybe anyone on Poland? I don't think so. But there's Hard Rock from Arthur and Iron Cube. We're not seeing Volumina for this one. Bell Treaty on their Hidden, and it's the Hard Rock for Humster as Wiggler completes their third mod on, well, that's their signature. Now, well, map is 2 minutes long. Poland, it really is do or die now. 1 life left for them in this tournament. It's a decent start as Humster goes down quick, but it's 3 misses right off the bat. It's their Nomad as well, Opyami. 90%. This map is hard to act, but when you're the Nomad, you gotta put up a bit more slack. Arthur as well goes down. That completes all 4 of their full combos here for this map. Ball Treaty again. Faltering. Poland is faltering. This is not it, Poland. United Kingdom, they're pulling this lead even further towards their side. Still 3 FCs and basically another from Humster. Only an early break. Map is still a little bit doable, though. We're halfway through. But right now, you're gonna want to see a collapse from the United Kingdom halfway through, but so far that's not happening. You look at the accuracy, 94 on Emerald, 94 on Shamui on the Nomad. Wiggler breaks. Wait, it's a trade. Actually, no, it's not. OP Jam. That was actually Bancho break, but still. Oh no, that was both Bancho breaks from both of them. Wiggler and Opyami continuing their big combos, but again, I feel like it's at the point of no return here. It's 1/3 of the map left, slow section as well. Free combo for the United Kingdom, and even with their recoveries here from Poland, 300, 400, all of them. The FCs from the United Kingdom, I feel like are just unstoppable. 500,000, and well, this map is over.
It's insane to see everyone is holding combo. It's not a question of, oh my god, that there's so much difference. Poland are blundering. They only missed at the beginning, and now everyone is holding combo. Everyone is finally finding a break, but you look across the board and there's no one breaking. This is an absolute masterclass from everyone. Unfortunately, though, United Kingdom had the masterclass earlier. It's a 3 million team score in this Fremont 4. You don't even know what to say. This is a kind of a just slaughter. We see multiple S ranks, not 1, not 2, but 4 S ranks, 2 on Hidden from the side of the United Kingdom, and this has been a scary reminder of how good the United Kingdom is and how good they are on this SR, and they will have to prove themselves again as they will continue in the losers bracket to face on the winner of Sweden and Germany, which was Sweden on that extremely close tiebreaker where we saw that amazing 2.3k combo from Sige, but excuse me, I don't know if we'll see a close match as that Sweden-Germany, considering how United Kingdom has just performed in this match against Poland. This should have been a match that almost mimicked what happened in Germany-Sweden, yet United Kingdom just turned up as a different team completely, and just surprised me quite a lot with their just strong performances across the board, and not only that, strong consistency, which is the most important on this SR.
You gotta feel for Poland there, but well, God save the king, right? United Kingdom sends Poland home, and the United Kingdom for today's match is flawless. Tomorrow they'll be facing Sweden in the fight for top 3. But for Saturday, we have one more little match, just a little match up there in the winners bracket in about an hour's time. France against Russia, so stay tuned for that.
France versus Russia, I think, is the match that funny enough, it's a team that there's two teams that we haven't really seen clash that much in 5VC. So this is gonna be pretty interesting to see how they fare up against each other. Obviously, there's a clear favorite here in that matchup, but anything can happen. We've seen greater upsets in the past, and we could probably see yet another one happening today. In about an hour from now, we're about to see the most exciting winners bracket. Winner secures top 2, and the losers goes into losers grand finals. Both teams already secured top 3. It's just a matter of which will continue in the winners bracket and which will have to manage to climb back up into that grand finals weekend and have their rematch. But yeah, I think this has been everything from us. Quite one-sided, just unexpected match rather than disappointing, because the teams did perform good. It's just that UK kind of just performed a lot better than my expectations, which is, I just don't know what to say.
That is all for United Kingdom and Poland. That's all for Poland in this tournament. We'll be seeing you next year. And now for the 2 Goliaths in this tournament. Stay tuned as we will be signing off. Cat. The cat. What the cat?